Good day, grade 3 learners! Welcome to our Science 3 lesson for Term 1, Week 11, Day 4. I am your teacher, Teacher Conrado V. Mapili Jr. For today's lesson, we are going to learn about a very interesting and valuable metal, gold. Our lesson is entitled Properties of Gold and its Uses. As we go through our lesson today, I want you to become active learners, even though you are watching a recorded video. You will not simply watch the slides, you will think, observe, answer questions, think your ideas, and connect what you learn to things you see in your community. So, are you ready? Let us begin. Before we start, here are some important rules and reminders that you need to follow while watching this video. Rule number 1, be attentive. Watch the video carefully. Do not simply let the video play in the background. Look at the pictures, read the words on the slides, and listen carefully to the explanation. Rule number 2, prepare your learning materials. Get your science notebook, pencil, science, and your gadget ready before continuing. Rule number 3, participate even though this is a recorded lesson. Whenever I ask a question, pause the video if necessary and answer the question aloud or write your answer in your notebook. Remember, there may be no teacher or classmates physically beside you, but you can still participate actively. Rule number 4, do not immediately look at the answer. When I ask a question, give yourself time to think. Ask yourself, what do I already know? What evidence do I see? Why do I think that is the answer? This will help develop your critical thinking skills. Number 5, write important information. When you hear an important science word or concept, write it in your notebook. For example, shiny, yellow, ductile, malleable, non-rusty, and conductor of electricity. Rule number 6, pause when instructed. There will be moments when I will tell you to pause the video. Please follow the instruction so that you can answer independently. Rule number 7, be honest with your answers. Do not worry if you make a mistake. Mistakes are part of learning. What is important is that you understand the explanation and learn from the correct answer. And finally, rule number 8, complete the assignment at the end of the lesson in Wayground. Do not stop after watching the video. Your learning will be completed when you answer the assigned activity in Wayground. Now that you know our rules and reminders, let us begin our science adventure. The objective of today's lesson is, by the end of the lesson, the learner should be able to identify the properties of gold and their uses in the local community. What does this objective mean? It means that by the end of our lesson, you should be able to describe gold and identify its important properties. You should also be able to explain how those properties are connected to the different uses of gold. Before we study gold, let us review our previous lesson about copper. Pause the video for a moment. Think about the properties of copper. Let's answer number 1. What are the properties of copper? Pause the video and write your answer in your notebook or tell me the answer. Very good! One important property of copper is that it is a good conductor of electricity. This means electricity can flow through copper easily. Copper is also a good conductor of heat. Another important property is that copper is easy to bend and shape, making it useful for different objects. Now, let's answer the number 2 question. What are the uses of copper? Pause the video and write your answer or tell me the answer. Excellent! Copper is commonly used in electrical wires, electrical equipment, pipes, and other products. We are now going to read a short story entitled The Golden Surprise in Baguio City. For the story, I will simply read it to you. As you listen, pay attention to the different important details because we will answer questions about the story afterward. One sunny morning, Ben and his sister Mia visited Baguio City with their parents. They enjoyed the cool weather and the beautiful pine trees. While visiting a museum, they learned that gold can be found in the mountains near Baguio. The guide showed them a small piece of gold. It was bright, shiny, and yellow. Gold is a valuable metal, the guide said. People use it to make jewelry, coins, and even parts of electronic devices. Ben smiled and said, "Now, I know why gold is special. It is beautiful, useful, and must be cared for wisely." On their way home, Ben and Mia were happy because they had learned something new about the natural treasures of Baguio City. Let's answer the following questions. Question number 1. Why do you think people considered gold a valuable metal? Pause the video and write your answer on your notebook or tell me the answer. Very good. The answer is gold is considered valuable because it is beautiful, rare, useful, and has special physical properties. It can also be used for jewelry, coins, and some electronic devices. The story tells us that gold is bright, shiny, and yellow. Its beauty makes it attractive for jewelry. It is also useful in technology because it can conduct electricity. So, being valuable is not simply about how something looks. Gold is valuable because of a combination of its appearance, usefulness, properties, and availability. Second question, if a gold were not found in the mountains near Baguio City, what other natural resources could people use to help the community and why? There can be several correct answers. For example, people can use water, trees, plants, soil, rocks, or other minerals, depending on the purpose. Why? Because natural resources provide materials that people need for food, shelter, livelihood, energy, construction, and other activities. The important lesson is that natural resources should not simply be taken and wasted. They should be used wisely and protected. Question number 3. How would you feel if you found a piece of gold in a museum? What would you do and why? Imagine that you are visiting a museum and you see a piece of gold. How would you feel? A good answer could be, I would feel excited and curious because gold is valuable and interesting. I would not touch or take it. I would tell the museum staff because museum objects should be protected. Question number 4. Why is it important to use natural treasures like gold wisely instead of wasting them? Very good. Gold is a natural resource. Natural resources are not things that people should simply waste. We should use natural resources responsibly because they have value. They come from nature, and future generations may also need the resources of our planet. Question number 5. Give one reason. Imagine you are Ben. Create a short message to encourage other children to protect and appreciate the natural resources found in places like Baguio City. Very good. It can be, let us appreciate and protect our natural resources, use them wisely, avoid wasting them, and help keep our environment clean and safe. Look carefully at the objects shown on the slide. Pause the video. Observe their appearance. What do you think these objects are? And what can you say about these? The answer is, you may notice that they are connected with gold or gold products. Third, are they important? Yes, gold has different uses in our society. Fourth, where might we find gold or objects made from gold? We may see gold jewelry in jewelry stores and pawn shops. Gold may also be found in a certain specialized products and electronic components. Remember, we identify a material not only by looking at it, but also by understanding its properties and uses. The slide tells us gold is a natural metal that is yellow, shiny, and valuable. It is found deep in the ground and is taken out through mining. Let us examine this carefully. First, gold is a natural metal. This means gold occurs naturally in the earth. Second, gold is usually recognized by its yellow color and shiny appearance. Third, gold is valuable because of its rarity, properties, beauty, and usefulness. Gold is obtained from deposits in the earth through mining. However, mining must be done responsibly because mining activities can affect the environment. So, when we learn about useful natural resources, we should also remember our responsibility to protect nature and use resources wisely. Now, let's discuss the 7 properties of gold, starting with shiny. Gold has a bright surface that reflects light. When light strikes the surface of gold, some of that light is reflected towards our eyes. This gives gold its attractive, shiny appearance. This property is sometimes described using the science term luster. Why is this important? Because the shiny appearance of gold makes it attractive for jewelry. Imagine a ring, necklace, or bracelet made of gold. Its shiny appearance contributes to its beauty. The second property is yellow in color. Gold has a naturally recognizable yellow color. This makes gold different from many other metals. When you think of pure gold, one of the first characteristics you probably imagine is its yellow golden appearance. But remember, color alone cannot prove that an object is gold. Some materials can be colored or coated to look like gold. In science, we use several properties to identify materials. So remember, gold is naturally yellow and shiny. The third property is hard but soft enough to shape. Gold is strong, but it is also soft enough to be hammered, bent, and shaped into different objects without breaking easily. This property is extremely useful. Imagine trying to make a ring from a metal that is impossible to shape. It would be very difficult. Gold, however, can be worked into different forms. This is one reason gold can be made into rings, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and other decorative objects. So when you see gold jewelry, remember that its usefulness is connected to the physical properties of gold. The fourth property is easy to stretch. Gold can be stretched into very thin wires. This property is called ductility. Everybody say ductility. Ductility means that a material can be pulled or stretched into a thin wire without breaking easily. This is an important science vocabulary word. Remember, ductile can be stretched into thin wires. Pause the video and write this in your notebook. Gold, ductile, can be stretched into thin wires. This property also helps explain why gold can be useful in certain technological applications. The fifth property is easy to flatten. Gold can be hammered into extremely thin sheets called gold leaf. This property is called malleability. Say the word malleability. Malleability means that a material can be hammered, pressed, or flattened into thin sheets without breaking easily. Let us compare ductility. Ductility means a material can be stretched into wires. Malleability means a material can be flattened into sheets. This is an important distinction. Write this in your notebook. Ductility, wires. Malleability, sheets. Our next property is gold does not rust or tarnish easily. Gold does not rust when exposed to air or water. You may have seen rusty iron. Rust causes iron to develop a reddish-brown coating. Gold is different. Gold is highly resistant to corrosion, which helps it remain beautiful for a very long time. Another important property of gold is that it is a good conductor of electricity. Gold allows electricity to flow through it easily. A conductor is a material that allows electrical energy to pass through it relatively easily. This property helps explain why gold is used in some electronic devices. Although gold is expensive, very small amounts can be used in specialized electronic components where its electrical conductivity and resistance to corrosion are useful. So remember, gold, good electrical conductor, useful in some electronics. Now, let's learn the uses of gold, starting with jewelry. Gold is used to make rings, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, and watches. Why is gold suitable for jewelry? Think about the properties we have already discussed. Gold is shiny, naturally yellow, easy to shape, resistant to rust and corrosion, and durable when properly cared for. These properties make gold attractive for jewelry. So if I ask, why is gold useful for jewelry? A good answer is because gold is beautiful and shiny, can be shaped into different forms, and does not rust easily. Another use of gold is coins and money. Some countries have produced gold coins, and gold is also held by banks and institutions as a valuable reserve. Why would a valuable metal be associated with money? Because gold has historically been considered valuable and relatively scarce. It can be stored and preserved for a very long period of time because it does not easily corrode. However, Remember that modern money is generally not made from gold. Gold is mainly important today as a valuable commodity and reserve asset, rather than as ordinary money that people use for daily purchases. Gold is also used in electronics. The slide tells us that gold is used in cell phones, computers, televisions, and other electronic devices. Why? Because gold conducts electricity well and does not rust easily. Electronic devices contain very small electrical contacts and connections. These parts need materials that reliably conduct electricity. Gold can be useful for these specialized applications. So here is another important property. Good electrical conductivity plus resistance to corrosion is equal to useful for certain electronic components. Gold can also have application in medicine and dentistry. The lesson explains that dentists may use gold for certain crowns and fillings because of its useful properties. Gold is also used in some medical equipment and treatments. This shows us something important about science. A material can be useful in completely different fields. The same materials can be important in jewelry, technology, dentistry, medicine, and other specialized applications. Again, the reason comes back to its properties. Another use of gold is awards and decorations. Gold can be used in medals, trophies, and special awards for winners in competitions. Think about sports competitions. When someone wins first place, the award is sometimes called a gold medal. The use of the word gold represents excellence, achievement, and high value. But remember, not every metal called a gold medal is made entirely of pure gold. The important lesson here is that gold has a strong connection with value and achievement. Now, it is time. Number 1. Which property describes gold? Which property describes gold? A. Rough, B. Shiny, C. Transparent, or letter D. Soft like cotton? The correct answer is letter B. Shiny or luster. Number 2. What is the natural color of gold? What is the natural color of gold? A. Blue, B. Green, C. Yellow, or letter D. Red? The correct answer is letter C. Yellow. 3. Which property makes gold useful for making jewelry? Which property makes gold useful for making jewelry? A. It rusts easily. B. It is shiny and easy to shape. C. It melts in water. Or letter D. It breaks easily. The correct answer is letter B. It is shiny and easy to shape. Or, which property of gold helps it stay beautiful for many years? Which property of gold helps it stay beautiful for many years? A. It rusts quickly. B. It changes color every day. C. It does not rust or tarnish. Or letter D. It is very light. The correct answer is, it does not rust or tarnish. Letter C. Number 5. Gold can be stretched into thin wires. Which property is this? Gold can be stretched into thin wires. Which property is this? A. Stretchable, B. Ductile, C. Transparent, or letter D. Floating? Correct answer is letter B. Ductile. Match the uses. Draw a line to match the use of gold with the correct object. Number 1. Jewelry. What object can we make from jewelry? A. Cell phone, B. Gold medal, or letter C. Necklace? The correct answer is letter C. Necklace. Number 2. Electronics. What object can we make from electronics? A. Cell phone, B. Gold medal. The correct answer is letter A. Cell phone. Third, awards. What object is related to awards? The correct answer is gold medal, letter B. Before we proceed to our evaluation, let us summarize today's lesson. Question number 1. What are the properties of gold? Very good. Gold is shiny, yellow, easy to shape, ductile, malleable, resistant to rust and corrosion, and a good conductor of electricity. Number 2. What color is gold? Great! The natural color of gold is yellow or golden yellow. Third question. Why is gold used for jewelry? Very good, because it is shiny, attractive, easy to shape, and resistant to rust and corrosion. Last question. Name objects made or using gold. Possible answers are rings, necklaces, bracelets, earrings, watches, medals, and some electronic components. Excellent! If you understand the relationship between properties and uses, then you understand the central idea of today's lesson. Choose the letter of the best answer. This time, I want you to challenge yourself. Do not answer immediately. Read all the choices, think carefully, then write your answer in your notebook. Remember, pause, think, answer, check, learn. Let's begin. Number 1. What is the natural color of gold that makes it easy to identify in the community? What is the natural color of gold that makes it easy to identify in the community? A. Silver, B. Bright yellow, C. Rusty brown, or letter D. Dull gray? The correct answer is letter B. Bright yellow. Number 2. The correct answer is letter B, non-corrosive or non-rusting. Number 3, which property of gold allows it to be hammered into different shapes like rings and necklaces? Which property of gold allows it to be hammered into different shapes like rings and necklaces? A. Luster, B. Malleability, C. Color, or letter D. Weight? The correct answer is letter B. Malleability. Number 4, where are you most likely to see the use of gold in a local Philippine community? Where are you most likely to see the use of gold in a local community? A. In a bag of charcoal, B. In a jewelry shop or pawn shop, C. In a pile of hollow blocks, or letter D. In a plastic water bottle. The correct answer is letter B, in a jewelry shop or pawn shop. Number 5, why is gold sometimes used in a small parts of cell phones and computers? Why is gold sometimes used in the small parts of cell phones and computers? A. Because it is the cheapest metal, B. Because it is very heavy, C. Because it conducts electricity well and does not rust, or letter D. Because it is easy to break. Correct answer is letter C, because it conducts electricity well and does not rust. Congratulations, grade 3! You have completed our science lesson for term 1, week 11, day 4. I hope you learned that gold is more than just a beautiful and valuable metal. It has special physical properties that explain why people use it in different ways. But remember, one more important lesson. Natural resources are valuable, so we must use them wisely and responsibly. As learners, you can show responsibility by appreciating natural resources, avoiding waste, protecting the environment, and encouraging others to care for our natural treasures. Now, before you leave this lesson, make sure you have completed your notes and check your answers. And most importantly, your assignment is in Wayground. Please go to Wayground and complete the assigned science activity. Read each question carefully. Think before choosing your answer. Do not simply guess. Use what you learned from today's lesson about the properties and uses of gold. After submitting your activity, check your result and learn from any mistakes. Remember our learning routine. Watch, think, answer, check, learn. Thank you for participating in our recorded science lesson. Once again, I am your science teacher, Teacher Conrado V. Mapili Jr. Keep observing, keep asking questions, keep thinking like a young scientist. See you in our next science lesson. Goodbye, grade 3!